Hello, everyone. Mighty Benaya back with another installment of the Nubian Empire. I wasn't sure if I was going to record today or not, but a few things have happened, so this should be a quick one. Looking down south, I have taken all of this territory that was taken by Congo, and Congo continues to take some pieces, and there's this big, I say big, there's a medium mech and a militia, I believe. No, it's an infantry. So this is a reasonable force, something that my infantry alone can't take out. So I have brought my 4 hunters, because remember, I have been producing hunters to deal with medium mechs, down to deal with it. It is currently idle. So may be able to catch it before it gets moved, maybe not. We'll just have to wait and see. And then I'm coming behind it to grab provinces on the way. Over here, Congo is about to take an ally's province. I actually just received a message from him. I told him, hey, I have an infantry. I could probably make it, but he's a little low on health. This is a militia. I think that I would survive, but I might be a little low on health at the end, and I would rather make sure that I can defeat the militia member than risk it. So I told him, hey, I'm going to wait until after day change, then I will move in to protect your territory. I think I can make it, but I might be a little bit slow. But I'm not trying to poach you. I'm just trying to make sure that I can defend well. So there is that unit. Also, we went ahead and declared war on the East Africa Syndicate. They've kind of been not doing a lot. They had one province that was actually really important to me because it is the double beaker. That this was actually Ethiopia's capital that they took, and everything else around it had been taken. That had been left alone. I really wouldn't have declared war, but I really needed that province because it was a double beaker. If it was anything else, I probably would have let one of the other coalition members take it. But all of his territories down here were gone anyways. He's got a few territories down in this direction because you remember he way overextended. So that is where we are at with the East Africa Syndicate. I'm going to take this little piece and maybe this little piece to clean up here in the north. His north, south for me. Additionally, we are doing well on resources. So there's not much oil, but we do have 245 per hour change. So every hour we're increasing our oil reserves by 245. Power by 300. Beakers is where we're slow. It's only 147. So having this additional beaker output, I went ahead and built a factory here immediately. And something I do also want to note, I am building a level 5 factory here, but something that I have noticed is people in this game have a tendency to build their home regions to level 5, but they don't build up anywhere else. They don't build level 1s anywhere else, and that's a huge shame. Let me show you this. So the cost for a level 5 factory is 1,800 oil, 3,400 power, 900 beakers, and 4,500 cash. That's a significant increase from a level 1. The level 1 cost, let me just go to a random province that I don't have a level 1 in. Level 1 for industry is 1,500, 500, 2.5K. So the cost increases for each level of factory that you have. And what doesn't increase, it's always plus 20%. It's an additive plus 20%. So a level 1 is a 20% resource production, 20% money production. And then if you come over here, I think if I hit here, yes. It's 100% and 100%, but that is total production. As you divide that by 5, the level 5 factory isn't giving you any more on top of the level 4 than building another level 1 is. The difference is, and the reason a lot of people do this, is the morale in this area is super high, so we've got as much production that we are bumping up as possible. But once you get a province that has decent morale, I've got 60% morale here, why would I build a level 4 factory here? Excuse that. Why would I build a level 4 factory here when I can build a level 1 factory over here and get the same amount out of it? Not quite the same amount out of it. I'm getting a little bit less, but over time it's going to be the same amount. And then I can use that to build the level 4 later. That's just kind of my thinking. Diversify your assets, create more level 1s, work on your morale, create more level 1s, and build up to level 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s as you have increased morale. And then if a province gets taken, if somebody gets back into my back lines, I still have that production. So that's kind of where my thinking is. Focus on industry because you will be able to outproduce any enemy that you come across. Right now, we have 43 troops, which is significantly better than where we were at. We've got 8 bombers. We've got 2 dreadnoughts. I don't know why this is still showing. It's not there. They have 29 provinces? There is a glitch here because this is showing that it has 29 provinces, but they have nothing. They have nothing. They're not even on the diplomacy screen. I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, that is where we are at currently with the Nubian campaign. I look forward to continuing this one. I think that my plan, I do want to give a brief look at the world. So right now, Europe is it's still a mess. England has taken over France, and they're at war with Spain, Iberia. Greece really hasn't done a lot of expansion. They were really, really aggressive at first. I actually took this little island from Greece because Egypt took it from Greece, and then I took it from Egypt. He doesn't seem to have a significant navy. He has a little bit. He has a couple destroyers, but nothing really big. So, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe about consolidating, getting my morale up, building a navy, and going after Greece. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet or not. So, Greece, if you watch this in a couple of days, I haven't decided. I may have changed my mind by then. But the great thing is our allies are way over here on this coast and down here in the south. South can take over the rest of southern Africa. I can expand into the Middle East. I can expand into Eastern Europe. My allies could expand into Europe. Or this is the other coalition that's really, really good is South America. Gran Colombia is very, very dangerous right now. So that's one to keep an eye on. North America is still kind of meh. Like they've got a couple of big ones. And North America is allied with England, who is a little scary. But England's cut off over here all by himself. He's allied with North America, but he's not allied with anyone near him. So he's going to try to take all of Europe. We're going to come into conflict with England. So we'll see what happens. We're going to probably have to rely on Morocco a little bit. But I'm thinking that once I finish off, these little units over here, I'm going to spend time focusing on industry, focusing on morale, building up recruiting centers, building up military, And then we'll see about maybe going into Arabia. Arabia is now AI, so nobody's going to get offended if I take it. Persia hasn't really done much. Greece hasn't really done much recently. It's day 6. It's almost day 7 and it hasn't done much. I do need to spend some time working on research. I have not researched hardly anything, but that's because my beakers have been low. So I've got a little bit here and there, but I do need to spend some time working on that. So maybe I'll wait a little bit longer than a couple of days. There's a lot of infrastructure needs that I need to start making gains on. The good news is that I was 11th, maybe I was 13th on total goods produced. So that means that my economy is healthy and people aren't overproducing me by too much. Regular, like, focused players, like England has got a lot of territory, and that's part of the reason that he has so much. So I should be able to amp up production slowly, especially with that second beaker location. Once that factory is done, I'll probably build a railroad there to increase morale really fast, and then start building more factories there so that I can increase my beaker count. That's all that I have for now. Soli Deo Gloria, and I'll see you next time.